I was with a client earlier, like about 5:30 in the morning, something like that. These things just happen, just like all these different hours based on, just stress level and what people are dealing with. As a coach, I love to be able to be there for people when they're just having these biggest breakthroughs. That's like what I'm here in life to do, is to help people move forward. That's why today I basically just called it, like Truth Friday. That is usually what Fridays are, but I really want to speak about the truth. I want to speak or share, and I want you to share and tell me where you are with this, about you stepping into things. Where are you feeling like you're not stepping into things? I know it's a big question. If you look at your background, let me show you something. By the way, welcome in. Our timeline and the events that have happened for us, gives us insight physically, what's happening in our body, but also ways that we get stuck. And you don't need to read this to understand, because I want you to think about these things that maybe you're learning to have your breakthrough, or maybe you're still really angry about, and you are working on what's stopping me. These really are the things. This is called the sexy energy vitality timeline. It's sexy energy level up freedom timeline. Ooh, that's a big lot of words there. Become aware of you. That's what it's all called. I know. I don't remember the full name. When you look at where you are relationship-wise, if you have a business-wise, if you're working for somebody, leveling up, you in there, how do you feel about you? Do you look in the mirror and say, I love you? Or do you go, gosh, I want to fix, fidgety about yourself? How far are you into that with empathy and love for yourself? Like real empathy. Like, oh my gosh, my thyroid's not working. Man, that thyroid. But you're going, thyroid, I love you. I love you, thyroid. Thank you. I'm going to make my life more streamlined, more to where I can help you so that my whole body is cohesively working together. I'm sorry you're working overtime. That's anybody that's hypothyroid, heart stuff, heart condition. I know working through this stuff with both kids are moving out within like just a 3-week span of time. We moved one child, now we're going with the other child, and it's powerfully affecting me. I even threw up like 4 times. Yes, I did, because my body was just shut down, and I was having a great day. But something triggered me, and something new that was happening. I didn't know it was going to come on. Empathy for your body. How are you going to grow if you don't look at your timeline? This is so important. Monica, I think this is what I should talk to your group about to get them connected. I think this is where I'm going to start. We'll play the timeline and play with that. When you start looking at these things, everything that's happened to us is what it is. But how do we release that and let that go and be in truth with ourselves, so that we're in truth with ourselves? So that we love on ourselves. We love, like gently love on the people that are around us, that we don't fight and battle in our relationships. And I didn't know all this could be available. I mean, I come from an arena where if you're a badass and you're ready to kick some ass and you're, on the exterior, don't let people into the heart conditions run in our family, that everything's good. Don't let anybody in. And anybody that's crying is weak, and you're weak, and I'm not weak, and I'm the one up you. And you see where that goes? Are you in that space at different levels? Maybe that not that extreme, but I used to work myself till I was in so much pain. I ended up on thyroid medicine because I wouldn't let my body go. I was picking at it because I was like, you can do more, you can do more. My body can handle it. And my body was talking to me. And it was talking to me at every point here also. This is how I learned to understand that I didn't have thyroid disease. I started looking at stomach bloating, not digesting. I started looking at, why am I here on earth when my friend passed away and I should have been with her? And why am I living? Why did she not live? Those things, so good. Because what you can do is you can capsulize this and keep coming back to it and saying, How many more triggers do I have around that? Because usually as you're doing this work, it starts clearing things. And when it starts clearing things, you feel what I call freedom, safety, and healing. Freedom, safety, healing. And there's pillars on each side of work that really, truly needs to be done. And it doesn't need to be done. You can do the natural growth, every year. You go, oh yeah, I'm 40, so that's why I'm like this, because, every day you get smarter. Boy, I wish I would have known that in my 30s. It's not that. That's the general population. And general population sometimes cuts themselves off from learning, so maybe they're a little bit different. But we were never taught this. We didn't even have therapy when I was growing up. And if you did go to therapy, there was, I'm going to therapy. Now it's like, I got a coach, I'm going to therapy, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And we call it out because now it's prestigious. It's like I'm working on my emotional IQ. So if we have freedom, safety, and healing in our life, what happens is truth. I can sit here calmly. I can get sick and know I'm getting sick. What happened yesterday? Knowing that my son moved somewhere and in Washington, and I heard a car come that kind of sounded like his, and I go, oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to hear that again. So I can love on everything he's doing. But what I did in 4th grade, and I want to remind you this, I had an event in 4th grade where I didn't think about myself, and I didn't know how to think about myself to heal from that. I was concerned about everybody else. And all this stuff was bottled in. And anytime anything happened that scared me about life, my whole body would shut down. And did it shut down yesterday? Yes, because it's a big event. And when bigger events start happening, kid moving out, and it sounds so easy. Yeah, your kid's alive, so it's good. It's like, it doesn't matter. Empathy for yourself. Allow yourself to go through the journey. Allow those people around you that really care about you so you can talk about this. Well, this and that. It's like, no, I'm feeling sad today, but I'm productive. I understand what I'm working with, and I'm going through it. It's not bitching and complaining. It's strategies. We need to find freedom, safety, and healing so we can be gentle on ourselves. So when we physically get sick, we don't say, how did I get that? Let's be in truth. How did I get that? You go, oh. So if I calm my body more, if I get quiet, well, that calms some of my symptoms. So if we talk about the nervous system and how it affects every decision you make, every decision, you're going to bounce off stuff real quick because your nervous system is going to go crazy. And you're going to say, no, I don't need that. Or that person's so, because you don't know them, you're just going to label them. You're going to bounce off. You're going to stop yourself from talking to people that are new, or that you think new people are weird because you don't really know them and they're already judging you, and see where that goes. We've all been there, or we are in it right now. And I can be there when I'm having a really hard day. None of this stuff goes away, but it gets better, and the range of it happening and the understanding of you knowing yourself. Over a year ago, I had to make a really big decision, and it made me really sad, and it keeps coming up. But I know that when you're sharing with somebody that I'm in this space, and it hurts me to hear these things, it hurts me that you're fighting or you're yelling. Well, that's just who I am. It's like, I get it, but I'm telling you and sharing with you what I need because it hurts me. And it used to not hurt me when I was around it. I'd use it in the cerebral and say, oh, they're just going off, and I would just be able to understand. But when you start understanding yourself, you get to express that to the other person. Let's be in truth with the results that we want. If we have freedom, safety, and healing, and we go all through the pillars and keep working our systems and knowing that we are okay, even when there's big things happening. We may not know it right away, but how do we keep moving forward? How do we find truth in our day? How do we love on ourselves so our body, our chronic disease, does not sit with us? We have so many people out there that are struggling. And I was just talking to a client, like I said, at 5:30 this morning. We were working on strategy so she could get ready for her day. It doesn't happen all the time, but I will leverage stuff like that. When there's energy in it, you know somebody's ready to move, because I'm ready to move every day. I want to be with people. I want new clients that are ready to move on. I don't want those clients that are not up in that frequency, that want to battle me, that just like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I'm not doing that. It's like, because of this. And if they don't listen, they're ready to move on. We got to let those people go, but we need the people. We need you out there. Hashtag speaker locking arms. You're out there. You're making changes. And you're partnering. You're allowing everybody to be a superstar, not just yourself. This is a team effort. We don't do this alone. And the more you want to battle with that, the more that you think you're pulling yourself up in your bootstraps. I'm mid-50s. I get it. No more. That's what got me on chronic medicine, to try and help my symptoms. I'll tell you something. I want to give you this right now. This is the last part of it. I'm going to give you truth about this. If I was still taking my medicine, I would be more slim. I would look like I used to look. Exterior. Okay, whatever. I wouldn't have spent time to get to the base of what was happening for me yesterday. Why did I throw up that many times yesterday? Not just that I'm stressed out that my son moved out and he has this wonderful life. I'm so proud of him. But what I'm personally going through. So now I have the empathy for myself. And if I'm on the exterior, I'm just checking my body and my weight. Oh, I look good. So then, and nobody else will know. Okay, I'm winning. Am I really winning? Or am I going to allow my body to talk to me to talk to my body so that I heal? I don't want to be 80 and having tons and major aches and pains and blame it on age. Yes, I'm going to have aches and pains. Not the level if I just let life be. I don't want to be hurting in my body because of this big event that happened to me. I want my body to go through it and say, I'm processing things. I'm releasing things. Okay, now I'm not scared that I'm throwing up. Now I'm thinking, okay, I'm moving through this. Okay, body, what else do I need to know so my spleen doesn't get hurt? So how can I work my liver so that because this is what I do. I've been in the health industry for 25 years. How can I work my liver so that my liver is relaxed? My gallbladders. How many people do we know that don't have gallbladders? How can I help my gallbladder? My gallbladder talks to my liver. How can I take care of my liver? How can I open up my gallbladder? Now, these strategies are part of your business, part of your life, part of you up-leveling in your work. That's my truth. I'm not telling you to get off of medicine. You stay with what works for you. Slowly get off it. Get a coach. Like me. Actually, I'm growing my business. That's why I'm kind of marketing today. Like, yeah, like me. Come on, hang out with me. But I'm not really. You do what you need to, but I hope this Truth Friday really helps you. It's helped me. But I'm not here just for me. Hashtag speaker locking arms. I'm here to use my vocals. Are you using your vocals the way that you want to? Are you doing your heart work so you're meeting people all over the place and just saying, hey, I see you. But you don't say that. People think you're weird. It's like going all in. I mean, some people will say that, but that's, you're just saying hello. And you're really looking at somebody, allowing them to tell you how their day is. That's all we're doing. If you're a speaker, you're out there motivating and you're telling people maybe some stories and stuff like that. I love and appreciate you. Keep growing. Keep out there with your truth. Keep coming back on Truth Friday. Keep hearing my stories, because next week I'm relinquishing my 18-year-old to her college area, and she's going to be hours away also, and I'll have another story for you. But you have your stories. If I'm sharing something, type it in. Tell me your story, because whatever I'm doing is that I feel comfortable speaking about it, so I'm not blahing all over you, but I'm giving it to you so that you can open up, see your stories. I want you to see your stories. I'm here to watch your growth. That's what we're about. Appreciate you. Namaste.